Okay, be honest with me for a second. Someone asks you, "So, how was your weekend?" And your brain just stops.
Total silence, like someone pulled the plug.
Your mouth opens, and all that comes out is, uh, good.
Good. One word. And then the conversation just dies right there.
And the worst part, you did things this weekend. You have things to say. Your brain just won't hand you the words fast enough.
If that's you, take a breath, because by the end of today, that's never happening to you again.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluento, everyday English for real life. I'm Anna.
And I'm David. And if this is your first time with us, we post a brand new lesson every single day. So hit that subscribe button now because you do not want to miss what's coming.
Today's topic is one that comes up constantly at work, at school, with neighbors, with new friends. It's that classic Monday question: how was your weekend?
And honestly, Anna, I think this question feels scary for learners because it feels open. There's no multiple choice. You just have to talk.
Exactly. And when English isn't your first language, just talk can feel like the hardest instruction in the world.
So today, we're fixing that. By the end of this episode, you're going to have a whole toolbox of natural expressions for talking about rest, chores, going out, seeing people, even a weekend that honestly wasn't that great.
And don't forget, we've put together a free phrase guide for this exact episode. Every expression, every example, all in one clean, downloadable PDF. The link is right in the description below. Grab it, keep it open while you practice.
Now, before we jump in, we teach every lesson here using our OSE method. Some of you already know it, but for our newer friends, let's do a quick reminder.
OSE stands for Observe, Speak, Extend. First, you observe. You listen to real, natural English in context. Then you speak. You actually say the phrase out loud, not just read it silently.
And finally, extend. We give you a second and third way to say the same thing, so you're not just memorizing one sentence, you're building real flexibility.
So let's get into it. Let's start with something so many of us actually love: a quiet weekend at home.
Anna, be honest, what does your ideal weekend actually look like?
Honestly, pajamas until noon, no plans. That's it. That's the dream.
Same. But here's the thing, a lot of learners think a quiet weekend isn't interesting enough to talk about, like it's not worth mentioning.
Which is completely wrong. A restful weekend is a fantastic story. You just need the right words for it. Let's observe a real example.
Imagine your coworker asks about your weekend and you say, "Honestly, I took it super easy. I didn't leave the house much. Just recharged, watched some shows, went to bed early."
Did you catch that phrase, took it easy? That means you relaxed. You didn't stress. You didn't rush around. It's one of the most natural ways to describe a slow weekend.
Let's speak it together. Repeat after me. I took it easy this weekend.
I took it easy this weekend. Now, David gave us another great one: recharged. You recharge the same way a phone battery recharges. When your week drains you, the weekend is when you plug back in.
I really needed to recharge is such a natural sentence. People will immediately understand, and honestly, they'll probably relate.
Let's extend this now. Two more natural options: I stayed in and unwound. Unwound just means you relaxed and let go of stress. Or if you slept a lot, you can say, I basically slept my weekend away.
Slept my weekend away is so relatable, and it always makes people laugh a little when you say it. In a good way.
So now, instead of just saying good, you already have four completely natural ways to describe rest: took it easy, recharged, unwound, or slept my weekend away.
Okay, but let's flip it. What about the weekends where you don't rest at all? You're cleaning, organizing, running errands the entire time.
Oh, that's most of my weekends, actually.
Mine too. So how do we talk about that without sounding like we're complaining?
Great question. Let's observe. Imagine someone asks how your Saturday was, and you say, it was a busy one. I finally tackled my to-do list. Groceries, laundry, cleaned the whole apartment.
Tackled my to-do list. I love that one. Tackle makes it sound like you're being brave and productive, not just stuck doing boring chores.
Exactly. It turns the boring tasks into a small victory. Let's speak it. I tackled my to-do list this weekend.
I tackled my to-do list this weekend. Another really natural one is I ran errands all day. Errands means small tasks outside the house, like the bank, the pharmacy, the grocery store.
And if you finished everything and feel proud of it, you can say, I finally got everything sorted, or I checked everything off my list.
Let's extend it one more time. If it felt too much, you can be a little playful and say, my weekend was more work than my actual job.
That's such a fun, honest thing to say, and people will absolutely laugh with you.
Let's hear these in a tiny scene. Anna, you're my neighbor, and we just ran into each other outside.
Hey, David, long time no see. How was your weekend?
Honestly, kind of a lot. I tackled my to-do list, cleaned the whole place, ran errands all morning. I'm exhausted.
Sounds like my Saturday too. I basically slept my weekend away on Sunday to recover.
Smart move. I should have done that.
See how natural that felt. No hesitation, no awkward pause, just real conversation.
Now let's talk about the fun stuff, going out. New restaurants, a movie, a walk somewhere new.
This is where a lot of learners just say, I went to a restaurant. And that's fine, but it's a little flat. Let's make it more colorful.
Observe this. We swung by this tiny Italian place near downtown. The pasta was incredible.
Swung by is such a casual, breezy way to say you visited somewhere, almost like it happened naturally without a big plan.
Let's speak it. We swung by a new cafe on Saturday.
We swung by a new cafe on Saturday. Another great one, we grabbed brunch downtown. Grab is used constantly in casual English for food. Grab lunch, grab coffee, grab a bite.
And if you're describing the place itself, you might say, the atmosphere was amazing, or the whole street was buzzing, meaning it was lively and full of energy.
Let's extend this. If you tried something completely new, you can say, I finally tried that place everyone's been talking about. That phrase alone usually gets someone asking 3 follow-up questions.
Which is exactly the goal. You want your answer to open the door to more conversation, not close it.
Now let's talk about people, because honestly, this is what most weekends are really about, connection.
Totally agree. So how do we talk naturally about seeing friends or family without sounding stiff or formal?
Let's observe. A few of us got together on Saturday night, just talked for hours. Honestly, one of my favorite nights in a while.
Got together is so warm and natural. You're not saying, I attended a social gathering. You're saying, we got together, which feels human and easy.
Let's speak it. We got together on Saturday night.
We got together on Saturday night. Another really common one is, I caught up with an old friend. Caught up here means you talked about everything that's happened since you last spoke.
That's such a useful phrase because it works even after months or years apart. We finally caught up after forever.
And for family time specifically, people often say, we had a big family dinner, or my whole family came over.
Let's extend one more time. If it was especially meaningful, you could say, it was so good to just be around everyone again. That shows real emotion, not just facts.
What about when someone actually leaves town for the weekend, a road trip, a visit to another city, maybe the beach or the mountains?
Observe this one. We hit the road early Saturday and drove out to the coast. Didn't come back until Sunday night.
Hit the road is such a classic expression. It just means you started driving, usually for a trip.
Let's speak it together. We hit the road early Saturday.
We hit the road early Saturday. And if you want to describe leaving your normal routine completely, you can say, we got away for the weekend, meaning you left your usual environment for a short break.
Got away is perfect because it captures that feeling of escape, even for just 2 days.
Let's extend it. If your trip was really peaceful and disconnected, you might say, we basically went off the grid. No phone, no emails, total disconnection.
And if it was the opposite, packed with activities, you could say, we crammed so much into 2 days.
Now here's one people almost never teach. What happens when your weekend actually wasn't good? Because that happens too.
Right, and a lot of learners just freeze here because they only know how to say positive things.
Observe this. Honestly, not my best weekend. I came down with a cold and just felt kind of off the whole time.
Came down with is the natural way to say you got sick. I came down with a cold, or I came down with something.
Let's speak it. I came down with a cold this weekend.
I came down with a cold this weekend. And if plans just fell apart, you can say, honestly, my plans kind of fell through, meaning something you planned didn't happen.
Let's extend it. You could also just be simple and honest. It was a bit of a rough one, or nothing special, honestly, just a quiet one at home.
And that's completely fine to say. You don't need every weekend to sound exciting. Being honest is still great conversation.
Before we move to our final role play, let's fix a few small mistakes we hear from learners all the time, because these little corrections make a huge difference in how natural you sound.
Good idea. Here's one we hear constantly. I stayed at my house all weekend and did nothing. It's understandable, but it sounds a little flat, almost like an apology.
Right, and you don't need to apologize for resting. A much more natural version is, honestly, I stayed in and just took it easy, exactly what I needed. Same meaning, but it sounds intentional, even a little proud.
Let's speak that upgrade together. I stayed in and took it easy.
I stayed in and took it easy. Here's a second common one. Learners often say, I go to dinner with my friends on Saturday, mixing up the tense.
Easy fix, past tense, and a more natural verb. I got together with some friends for dinner on Saturday, or we grabbed dinner together Saturday night.
Both of those sound completely natural and instantly fix the grammar issue at the same time.
One more. Some learners say, my weekend was very much busy with many things. A little formal, a little unnatural.
Try this instead. My weekend was honestly pretty packed, or I had a full weekend, but a good one. Shorter, smoother, and it still tells the whole story.
Small changes, but they instantly make you sound more fluent, more relaxed, and more like yourself.
Let's put everything together now in one full, natural conversation. Anna, you and I are meeting for coffee on Monday morning.
Hey, good to see you. How was your weekend?
Pretty good, actually. Saturday, I took it easy, just recharged at home. But Sunday, my sister came over, we got together for a big lunch, caught up on everything.
Oh, that sounds really nice. Mine was a bit different. Friday, I came down with a cold, so my plans kind of fell through.
Oh no, are you feeling better now?
Much better, thanks. Saturday, I mostly slept my weekend away, but Sunday, I felt good enough to swing by a new bakery near my place.
How was it?
Honestly, incredible. I'm definitely going back.
See, even a rough start turned into a full, natural conversation, because now you have the words for every part of the story, not just the good parts.
That's the whole point. Real conversations aren't perfect. They're just honest. And now you can be honest in English, confidently.
One more secret before we wrap up. Once you answer, always send the question back.
Never let your answer be the end of the conversation. After you share your weekend, ask, what about you? Get up to much? Or how was yours?
That one small habit turns a simple answer into a real flowing conversation, and that's really what fluency feels like.
Here's a quick example so you can really hear the difference. Imagine someone asks you, how was your weekend? And you just answer, good, thanks, and stop there.
Right, and then there's this awkward little pause, and the other person doesn't really know what to say next.
Now compare that to, pretty good, actually. I finally caught up with an old friend on Saturday. How about you? Anything fun?
Same amount of effort, completely different result.
The second version gives the other person something to respond to. It shows genuine interest, and honestly, it makes you sound warm and friendly, not just polite.
And that little habit, sharing then asking back, works in almost every small talk situation, not just weekends. Meetings, hallways, waiting in line, anywhere.
So this week, when someone asks about your weekend, don't just say good. Pick one phrase from today, took it easy, got together, swung by, hit the road, came down with, and actually use it.
And remember, everything from today, every phrase, every example is in our free phrase guide. Link is right in the description below. Download it, keep it next to you, and practice out loud, not just in your head.
If this lesson helped you, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a day, because we really do post a brand new lesson every single day.
And we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us, how was your weekend? Really, use one of today's phrases. We read every single comment.
Tomorrow, we're building on this even further. We're going to teach you how to make weekend plans with friends using simple, natural language. So you're not just talking about the past, you're confidently talking about the future, too.
You won't want to miss that one. Keep practicing, keep speaking out loud, and we'll see you right here tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
See you tomorrow.